loxodromic transformation. Loxodromic transformation means what? Yes, a bilinear transformation which is not parabolic or elliptical or hyperbolic is called the loxodromic transformation. It means loxodromic transformation can be expressed as the result of an elliptical and hyperbolic transformation. So there is given a binary transformation which is not a parabolic or elliptical or hyperbolic. It's called loxodromic transformation. This is, but we have thus this transformation W is equal to A into Z plus D upon CZ plus D. It means AD minus BC not equal to 0. This is equation number 1. So can be summarized as follows. So parabolic, here a fixed point 1. In parabolic there is a fixed point 1. So form 1, this is the form 1, and the elliptical fixed point 2. Elliptical fixed point 2. So form W minus alpha upon W minus beta, that is equal to K into Z minus alpha upon Z minus beta. So mod of K is equal to 1, where K is constant. Then hyperbolic fixed point 2. The form is W minus alpha upon W minus beta, that equal to K is equal to K into Z minus alpha upon Z minus beta. So mod of K, that does not equal to 1. Mod of K does not equal to 1, and K is real. K is real. So loxodromic other than above. So we have to consider here again circle under the bilinear transformation. Circle under the bilinear transformation. So inverse point relative to circle. The inverse point relative to circle have been defined as the reflection or symmetrical points. Symmetrical point of Z is equal to x plus y. Symmetrical point of Z is equal to x plus iy. So there are two conditions. Number 1, about the real axis y equal to 0 and z bar is equal to x minus iy. Number 2, about the imaginary axis is minus x plus iy is equal to minus of x minus iy, that equal to minus z bar. So symmetrical point z1, z2 relative to any line are the minor images of each other in the line. So that the line we have explained here. Figure, see the figure. There are two figures. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So we have drawn the parallel line to the y-axis, and this is x minus y, x plus iy. This y is equal to 0 is taken. Again in second figure, x is equal to 0. So we have drawn the parallel line to the x-axis. Yes. Then x plus iy is in first quadrant, and minus x plus iy is second quadrant. So in this way we have the two figures, and these are the reflection on or symmetrical points. These are this is the reflection or the symmetrical points. So this is the loxodromic transformation. Theorem. If Z0 is the upper half of the Z plane, then the bilinear transformation is W is equal to in theorem if Z0 if Z0 in the upper half of the Z plane, then the bilinear transformation we have Sanket, we have W is equal to e to the power I theta, so that will be equal to W is equal to I theta into Z minus Z0 upon Z minus Z0. So this is, it means this maps the other, this thing, the upper half of the Z plane into the interior of the unit circle, in the W plane. So this is the theorem. Yes, if this theorem is like this, W is equal to E I theta into Z minus Z0 upon Z minus Z0 bar. Here bar is there. So here if Z0 is upper half of the Z plane, then the bilinear transformation is like this, W is equal to this, and it maps the upper half of the Z plane into the interior of the unit circle in the W plane. Then some special conformal transformations, some special conformal transformation. In this section, we consider conformal mapping of the type Zn Z plus 1 upon Z, that is into sin Z into cos Z sin HZ and cos HZ. Here mapping is there. Mapping W is equal to Zn, where N is equal to 2, 3, 4 like this. For N is equal to 1, it gives an identity map W is equal to Z, which is not the special interest, differentiating the given, the differentiating given mapping we get dw upon dz is equal to n into zn minus z to the power n minus 1. This is equal to, that is not equal to 0 for all z not equal to 0, and z is equal to, this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, then it defines z is equal to 0. It means, hence the mapping is conformal for all the z not equal to 0. Then the point z0 is critical point. Then z0 is a critical point. Critical point, z0 is a critical point, and the mapping is not 1 to 1. In polar coordinate, suppose let z is equal to r into I theta, and w is equal to r into I phi. Then the mapping this w is equal to zn, where n is equal to 2, 3, 4. Then the mapping becomes r e to the power I into phi. E to the power I into phi is equal to r into I theta to the power n is equal to r to the power n e to the power I n theta. So equating this, equating modulus and argument, this r is equal to small r to the power n and phi is equal to n theta. Hence, under the mapping, w is equal to z to the power n, where n is equal to 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, that is up to this. So in this manner, this is circles, so this mod of z is equal to a in the z plane are mapped into circles. Mod of w is equal to a to the power n in the w plane, and the lines, second, theta is equal to theta 0 in the z plane are mapped into the lines, that is, this phi is equal to n into phi 0, n into theta 0 in the w plane. Hence this theta lies in between 0 to pi n, 0 to pi n. In the z plane is mapped into the upper half region. and that upper half region is defined. We can show this upper half region is we can show this. This is x, this is y, this is the pi by n, this region, this is origin. So in this manner, this is the z plane, and we have shown this figure. This is W plane, this is U, this is V. Okay, these two figures we have shown this. Understand? So in one figure, circle or mod of Z is equal to A. In the Z plane are mapped into circle. Mod of W is equal to AN in the W plane, and second lines theta is equal to theta 0, and in the Z plane are mapped into the lines phi is equal to n into phi 0 in the W plane. If theta lies in between 0 to pi n, in the Z plane is mapped into the half upper region. So phi is in between 0 to pi of the plane is shown as like this. Understand? This is the then mapping W is equal to z to the power n. Under this mapping, circles number 1, circles R0 is equal to R0, circles R is equal to R0 in the Z plane, are mapped into circle. This R is equal to small r 0 to the power 2. R is equal to R0 square in the W plane, and number 2, the lines theta is equal to theta 0 are map of the region, are map yes, theta is equal to theta 0 are mapped into the lines phi is equal to 2 into phi 0, 2 into phi 0. Yes, phi is equal to 2 into theta 0, where r into I to the power I theta, and W is equal to R into e to the power I into phi. So this is the Z plane and W plane. This is Z plane and W plane. We have to again image of a unit circle. Image of a unit circle, mod of z is equal to 1. So let the points, this is the point, let the point z1 is equal to 1, z2 is equal to I, z3 is equal to suppose minus 1, and z4 is equal to minus I. So all these lie on the unit circle. Yes, mod of z is equal to 1. Yes, now we have to show this. These points are mapped onto the points w is equal to w1 is equal to 2, w2 is equal to 0, w3 equal to minus 2, and w4 is equal to 4. Respectively, hence the unit circle C1 is mapped onto W plane. Slide along the real u-axis, along the u-axis between the points minus 2 and 2. So we have this. It means we have this figure. So over this axis we have drawn this circle, closed circle. So this is z1, this is z2, this is y, this is mod of z is equal to 1, this is z3, z4. So in this manner we have this all z1, this mod of z is equal to 1. Yes, shown this. So in second figure, so we have this this is W1, W2, W3 and W4. So this is U and this is V. So amongst this is the reflection of this is reflection. So we can have here image of unit circle. So this is the image, that is the this is the image. Understand? This is the image. So exponential of this, again we have this exponential function w is equal to e to the power x. W is equal to e to the power z. So since dw upon dz is the e to the power z not equal to 0 for all z. The mapping is confirmed for all the z. Taking w is equal to r e to the power I into phi, and z is equal to x plus iy is transformation becomes r into e to the power I into phi, that is equal to e to the power x plus iy, that is equal to e to the power x into e to the power iy. Equating models, and argument on both sides, we get r is equal to e to the power x, that is mod of w is equal to e to the power x, and phi is equal to y. Along the x-axis, x varies from minus infinity to infinity according to r changes from e to the power minus infinity minus infinity to e to the power infinity, that is 0 to infinity, that is 0 to infinity. So this is given, so we have this again. The mapping w is equal to cos z. So this cos okay, w is equal to sin x sin z. Yes, this since sin z is periodic, the mapping w is equal to sin z is not 1 1, is not 1 to 1. In the intercomplex plane, so we can write in w is equal to u plus iv, and z is equal to x plus iy. the mapping becomes u plus iv, that is equal to sine of x plus ix iy, that is equal to the expansion of this sin x into cos iy plus cos x into sin iy. This is cos x into sin x. This is equal to again sin x into cos hx hy plus I cos y, sin x cos hy plus I into cos x sin hy. So you can be noted here sin x into cos x cos hy and v is equal to cos x into sin hy. Okay, so all these are given, but the mapping w equal to cos hz. So differentiating w is equal to cos h z with respect to z, we get dw upon dz is equal to sin hz. This is equal to 0 for z is equal to 0. So here mapping w is equal to cos hz. This is the mapping. It means hence the mapping is confirmed for all the z except z equal to 0. Rewriting the mapping, then u plus iv is equal to cos x plus iy. It can be expanded, that is cos that is equal to cos I into x plus iy this can be written cos ix minus y, that is cos ix into cos y plus sin I dx into sin y, sin y. So this is nothing but u is equal to cos hx into cos y and v is equal to sin hx into sin y. Okay, this is the thing. So this conformal mapping, this topic is over. Unit second is over. This is topic is over. Topic is over.